A mandala flow is a fun little journey that takes you in a great big circle all the way around your mat. And the idea with a mandala flow is to help you build whole body strength and flexibility while experiencing your practice more as a joyful dance and less as a rigid workout. For practice today, I recommend 2 blocks or any block-shaped objects that will support the weight of your hands. Gather that up and place them off to the side. And let's begin by melting a little stress and tension out of the neck and shoulders, okay? So find a comfortable seat, sit up nice and tall, and close your eyes. As you exhale, dip your chin to your chest and roll the right ear to the right shoulder. Just let the head roll back and forth over that shoulder a couple times and breathe. Let the left shoulder grow heavy, falling from the ear. And chin to chest, we'll take it to the other side. Left ear, left shoulder. Same thing here, just rolling the head back and forth over the shoulder. Breathe into the right side of the neck. And then you take it at your own pace here, just rolling your head gently to the right and to the left, stopping anywhere along the way that feels like a good place for you to stay and pay more attention and breathe and relax into your breath. If you sit a lot during the day, you probably hold a lot of tension and stress in the neck and shoulders, so this is a really good place to start. Sit up nice and tall, right hand to the top of your head, and reach your left hand around the low back. And as you exhale, just let the weight of your arm pull the right ear to the shoulder. Getting a little deeper now into the stretch on the right side of the neck and into the shoulder and even in the upper back. Breathe and relax. And look down a little bit here and let the stretch work into the back of your neck. Just relax into each breath. Inhale, lift your head back up to neutral. Release the hand. Let's do the other side. Left hand to the top of your head and right hand. Reach it way around the lower back as you exhale. Just let the left ear drop to the shoulder here. And you're not pulling or yanking on the head here. Just let the weight of your arm do the work. Gravity, breath, and a little time. Magic combination. Keep relaxing into your breath. Look down a little bit. Bring the head back up to neutral. Release the hand from the head. Let's do some shoulder rolls, big shoulder rolls in one direction and switch it up opposite way. And now let's take some spinal rolls, letting the upper body move in a circle around the hips and take it in any direction you'd like to start. Breathe into your low back, breathe into your hips here. Opposite way. Just relax as you move and sway and circle. And inhale, sit up nice and tall. Let's do some breath hugs. So it's a great way to open up the chest, open up the heart, mobility in the shoulders, amp up the breath. So good. And we'll love ourselves a little bit. So inhale, open your arms, exhale. Wrap yourself up in a great big hug. Let's do it with the breath. Feel the energy of your breath moving through your body like effervescent little bubbles of positive energy and possibility for your day. Coming to stillness, let's work into a twist. So tips of the fingers to the thumb, and that tip comes to the top of the shoulders. As we inhale, we twist gently to the left. Exhale, we twist gently to the right. We'll do it with the breath. Here we go. So sit nice and tall as you twist, and we're just doing a gentle little twist to start here. Inhaling to the left, exhaling to the right. This is so good for your spine, so good for the discs, your vertebral discs. These twists rehydrate your discs. And as you relax into this twisting motion, maybe increase the range of motion a little bit. Just listen to your body, follow its lead. Inhale, turn to face the front. Sweep your hands up to the sky. Great big breath, reach. And open mouth, exhale. Bend the elbows, push your heart forward and squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. Blink your eyes open. All right, extend the right leg long out in front of you and bring the sole of the left foot inside that right thigh. It's like a seated tree pose. As you inhale, lift tall, so open across the heart, lift the crown of your head. And keeping that tall spine and flat low back, we fold forward, breath by breath. Each inhale, lift and lengthen. Each exhale, fold a little bit more deeply until you find an appropriate amount of stretch for you. This is great for your hamstring on the right side and your hip on the left side. Of course, we'll do both sides. We're not going to leave you lopsided. Breathe and relax. And as you feel the stretch, take a little internal rotation of this right leg in the hip socket. So feel the whole leg turning inward. Toe and knee turns inward. Feel that right sit bone kind of spread open on the mat, and press the back of your right thigh down into the earth. Relax. Inhale, slowly rise. Bring the left hand behind you. Plant it firmly into the mat. Lift your hips and sweep your right hand up and over. Great big breath. Stretch from your right toes to your right fingertips. Push into the left hand and open your heart. Exhale. Lower it down. Nice. Let's do the other side. Extend the left leg long. Sole of the right foot comes in the thigh. Lift up nice and tall. And again, breath by breath, we work into the fold, right? Lengthening on the inhale and exploring, going deeper on the exhale. Mindful of keeping that flat low back. And just allow yourself to relax a little more into each breath. And once again, internally rotate the left leg in the hip socket so the knee and toe turns inward. The sit bone spreads open on the mat, and press the back of the left thigh down. Inhale, slowly rise. Plant the right hand behind you. Push into earth, lift your hips, and sweep the left hand up and over. Great big breath as you stretch through the left fingertips. Push into the right hand. Arch your upper back. Open your heart and breathe. Exhale, slowly come down. Nice. That feel good, right? Sweep your legs around behind you and come into tabletop. Curl your toes under and lift your hips, downward dog. Let's take a few breaths here, pedal your feet, and make sure your blocks are near the front of your mat. So place one on either side of the front of your mat. Actually, in front of your mat. Place them both in front of your mat, because that's where we're going to use them. Keep pedaling your feet, bending one knee, and press the opposite heel down here. Breathe into the stretch up the back of the legs. And now we're going to work into a mandala flow. As I said in the beginning, mandala flow is a big circular flow. So there'll be times where you're facing the back of your mat and you won't be able to see your teacher. Okay, but you can hear me. So just trust yourself. Listen to my voice. Follow the cues and have fun. Don't worry about doing everything perfectly, or it's less about doing it perfectly and performing, and it's more about enjoying the movement, the flow, just feeling the miracle of your body and the joy of free movement, right? So play with that. And then this is a practice you can come back to again and again and get the details right. But don't worry about those little things right now. Coming to stillness, bring your feet together. Inhale, take your right foot back and up to the sky, nice and high. Exhale, right knee into the chest and step your right foot through between your hands. So keeping a deep bend in the front knee, back heel is lifted, both feet facing forward. Inhale, sweep your hands up to the sky, crescent lunge. Stay for a breath or two. Bring a little baby bend into your back knee. That helps you keep balance and relax your shoulders, relax your face. Bring your palms together at your heart. And as you exhale, lift that left elbow, place the left forearm on the right thigh, and turn to the right. Look back and up, pressing your palms together to deepen into the twist. Keep breathing. Look down to your front foot. Bring your left hand to the inside of the front foot, and you can use a block there if you'd like. Sweep your right hand up to the sky, revolved lunge. And spiral your heart open to the sky as you gaze to the right fingertips. As you exhale, bring that right hand down, so we're back to a low lunge. Spin your back heel down and toe heel your front foot a little to the right, so the front heel is aligned with the arch of the back foot. Inhale, windmill your hands open into warrior two, facing the front of your mat. Deep bend in the front knee, and that back foot is angled forward slightly. Press into the outside edge of your left foot. Press into the heel of the left foot. And make sure your front knee is pointing straight ahead here. Relax the shoulders and breathe. Keeping a deep bend in the front knee, flip your front palm and reach up and back. Left hand alongside the back thigh. Keep reaching up and back. Gaze to the right fingertips. As you inhale, come back to warrior two, and as you exhale, sweep both hands across the bottom of the mat, straighten the right leg, bend deeply into the left knee, and then take a little bounce, and turn over your left shoulder, spin to the ball of the right foot, and coming to a low lunge facing the back of your mat. So hands on the mat, frame your left foot, breathe. And step your front foot back, lift your hips, downward dog, facing the back of your mat. Bring your feet together, take your right foot back and up to the sky, three-leg dog, and bend your right knee and let that right foot begin to fall toward the earth a little bit behind you, opening up the hips. So the hips are stacked and open here. Feel gravity pulling on the right foot to increase the stretch in your right hip. As you exhale, bring that right knee all the way forward and try to touch the right elbow or the right forearm. Inhale, take your right foot back up to the sky, three-leg dog. And as you exhale, step the right foot through just to the inside of your right hand. Spin your back heel down. Align the heel of the front foot, arch of the back foot, and windmill your hands open into warrior two, facing the back of your mat. So you've been here before. Feel it in your feet. Feel your base nice and strong. Relax your shoulders. As you inhale, straighten your front leg. Turn all 10 toes off the left side of your mat, the long side of your mat. Reach your hands to the sky, star pose. And as you exhale, turn over your left shoulder. Bend into the left knee. Float your hands down to the mat as you spin to the ball of the right foot. Low lunge, facing the front of your mat. Okay? Breathe. From here, we're going to move into warrior three. So push off gently from the back foot. Straighten the front leg. Bring your palms together at your heart. Lift your right heel and dip your right hip. So the hips and the chest are facing the earth. Wing your arms back. If you fall over here, it's okay. Play with it. Have fun with it. Just come back, right? As you inhale, staying balanced on that left leg, bend into the left knee a little bit and rise up into one-leg mountain pose. Lift the right knee. Right hand to the outside of the left knee. Reach your right hand back and slowly gaze toward that right hand. Again, if you fall over here, It's okay. If you need to step down and take a break, it's okay. Turn back to face the front, step the right foot down, step your feet about hip distance apart, and reach your hands to the sky, chair pose, right? So a little baby chair to begin with here. Relax your shoulders. We're not bending the knees too deep to begin with, just feeling into it, right? And now shift weight back a little bit. Feel weight in the heels, and let's take it a little bit deeper. Breathe into the hips and the thighs and the butt. Feel all that good stuff working for you here. And relax your face. As you inhale, rise up. Left hand grabs the right wrist and reach up and over to the left. Big side body stretch. Inhale, come back through center and stretch to the other side. Right hand grabs the left wrist. Exhale, reach over to the right. Inhale, rise up. Palms come to the center, bend the knees and take a bow. Fold with bent knees. As you inhale, straighten your legs and come to a flat low back with your hands on your knees or your thighs. Grab your blocks here and stack your blocks up high enough so that you have a platform where you can straighten your legs and keep your low back nice and flat, right? So make your blocks as high as you need to so that you can keep your low back flat, your spine long, and your legs straight. We're going to work into a stretch in the back of the hamstrings here. So feel into that, breathe into it, relax into it. And then as you feel the stretch deepen, as you feel those hammies start to loosen up a little bit, maybe you can take the fold a little bit lower. But again, keep the low back flat. Do not round through the low back. Keep it nice and flat. And just continue to breathe and relax, lowering your platform for your hands until you find an appropriate amount of stretch. And imagine spreading your sit bones open here. So you're sort of internally rotating the legs, spreading the sit bones open as you fold and breathe. Excellent. Bend into your knees, hands to the mat, and step back. Plank pose. Let's hold plank for a breath or two. Breathe, wrap the elbows in. I'm going to move the blocks so you can see here. And as slow as you can, elbows close to your sides, lower all the way to your belly. Keep drawing your navel into your spine to firm up the muscles of the core. And when you reach the mat, untuck the toes for cobra pose. Slide the hands back to the low ribs. Push into the heels of the hands. Lift the upper body. And then grip the mat. Push your heart forward. Draw the shoulders back. And press gently into the tops of the feet. Let's stay up here for a breath or two. Breathing space and length into the spine. Exhale, lower. And sink your hips to your heels, child's pose. Knees wide, big toe mounds touch. Push into the mat to sink your hips back a little bit. Get a little stretch in the low back, forehead to the mat. Breathe. Inhale, come forward, tabletop, curl your toes. Lift your hips, downward dog. Let's work into an active down dog here. So walk your feet forward just an inch or two. And then spin your heels outward a little bit. Press your heels down toward the mat. Push into your hands and tilt your hips forward to flatten through your low back. So it's like you're lifting your sit bones to the sky here. You should feel a stretch all the way back, all the way down the back of the legs, and breathe into that. Now, walk your feet back a few inches to a nice long downward dog stance, and let's work through a vinyasa here. You're welcome to come down to your belly into cobra, or you can come with me, chaturanga upward dog. Here we go. Inhale, wave your body forward. Plank pose. Lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, roll over the toes. Lift the upper body. Knees stay lifted here. Push your heart forward, shoulders back. And exhale, roll back over the toes. Lift your hips and push back. Downward dog. Nicely done. Feet together. Inhale. Take your left foot back and up to the sky. Nice and high. Three-leg dog. Exhale. Step the left foot through between your hands. Low lunge. Again, both feet facing forward here, back heel lifted, deep bend in the front knee. Inhale, float your hands up to the sky, crescent lunge. Little baby bend in the back knee for balance. Relax your shoulders. Strong in your base, nice and easy in your upper body. Palms come together at your heart. Inhale, turn to the left, lift the right elbow, and place the right forearm on the left thigh. Push the palms together as you deepen into the twist. Look up and back to the left. Breathe. Look down to the front foot. Right hand comes to the mat inside the front foot. And you can use a block there as well. Sweep your left hand up to the sky. Revolved lunge. Gaze upward to the lifted fingers. Left hand comes down. So both hands on the mat, framing the front foot. Low lunge. Spin your back heel down. Align the front heel and back arch and windmill the hands open. Warrior two. Nice and strong base. Check in with that front knee. Make sure it's pointing straight ahead. And the front ankle should be tracking directly underneath the front knee. So make your stance as long as you need to make that happen. Breathe. Keeping a deep bend in the front knee, flip the front palm, reach up and back. Big side body stretch. Exhale, come back, warrior two. And sweep the hands across the bottom of the mat. Straighten the left leg, bend deeply into the right leg. And a little bounce, Turn over your right shoulder, spinning to low lunge, facing the back of your mat. So, both feet facing forward, which is backward, the back of your mat. Back heel is lifted, right? And step your front foot back, lift your hips, downward dog. Nice. Feet together, inhale, take your left foot nice and high, three-leg dog. Bend that left knee and stack the hips open, letting gravity pull that left foot down little by little toward the earth behind you. Feel the stretch in your left hip across the left ribs. As you exhale, bring your left knee forward all the way to touch the left elbow or the left tricep. Inhale, take that left foot back up to the sky, three-leg dog, and exhale, step left foot just to the inside of the left hand. Spin your back heel down and windmill your hands open, warrior two, facing the back of your mat. Are you having fun yet? Work into a little smile, right? A smile in your heart, smile on your face. Joy and gratitude for this beautiful body. And for this day full of possibilities, right? We're breathing and moving and just enjoying being alive together. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Turn all 10 toes off the right side of your mat. That's the long side. Reach into the sky, star pose. And as you exhale, turn over your right shoulder. Bend into the right knee. Float your hands down to frame that front foot, low lunge, facing the front of your mat. So both feet facing forward here. Back heel is lifted. And now let's float into warrior three. So push off from the back foot, straighten your front leg, bring your palms together at your heart. And as you lift your left heel, dip your left hip. So your hips and chest are squarely facing the earth. Get long through your spine, crown of the head reaching forward, wing your arms back. Keep breathing. If you need to step down, that's totally cool. Staying balanced on the right foot, bring a little bend into that right knee and rise up into one-leg mountain. Bring the left knee up, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and sweep your left hand back behind you as you turn your gaze to look at the left fingertips. And again, if you fall here, just have fun with it, right? Play, enjoy your practice for what it is, and accept the experience for what it is. Learn, grow, appreciate. Inhale, turn back to face the front. Step your left foot down. Step your feet hip distance apart and reach your hands into the sky. Chair pose. Bend the knees a little bit. Again, just kind of testing the waters here with chair pose. A little baby bend in the knees. And as we settle in, let's take it a little bit deeper. Shift weight back into the heels. Deepen into the knee bend, and keep your upper body nice and soft and easy. Relax your face, relax your jaw. Inhale, rise up. Let's take another side body stretch. Left hand grabs the right wrist. Reach up and over to the left. Inhale, rise up through center. Right hand grabs the left wrist. And as you exhale, reach over to the right. Inhale, rise up. Palms meet overhead. As you exhale, draw those hands right down through center. Bend into the knees and take a bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Straighten your legs, flatten your low back, and bring your hands as high up your legs as you need, right? To keep your low back flat and keep your legs straight. And then let's make a little platform high enough so that you keep that low back nice and flat and the legs straight. Breathe into the hips, breathe into the back of the legs and the hamstrings. And perhaps you stay here, or maybe you feel the hammies starting to loosen up a little bit and you can deepen into the fold. Just be mindful of the low back, nice and flat as you fold. You want to feel it all in the hamstrings and maybe a little in the hips. If you feel it in the low back, don't fold that deep, okay? All right, blocks off to the side. Bend into the knees, hands to the mat, and step back to plank pose. Excellent work. Let's hold plank for a moment. Firm the low belly. Draw your navel into the spine, and as slow as you can, lower all the way to your belly. You can come to the knees on the descent there. Untuck the toes for a little cobra pose. Push into the hands, lift the upper body. Push your heart forward, draw the shoulders back. Gently push into the tops of the feet. Breathe. Exhale, lower, and sink your hips back to your heels. Child's pose, awesome work. Feel the earth, feel your breath, feel connected to your body, to the earth below, the sky above. Inhale, come forward, tabletop, curl your toes, lift your hips. Downward dog, and let's work through another vinyasa. Again, you're free to take another cobra child's pose or chaturanga upward dog with me. Inhale, wave forward, plank pose. Lower halfway, keeping your elbows close to your sides, chaturanga. Inhale, roll over the toes. Push into the hands, lift the upper body, keeping your knees lifted, heart forward and shoulders back. Exhale, lift your hips, roll back over the toes. Back to downward dog. Awesome work. Great big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Come down to your knees and back down to child's pose. And let's feel into the fingers and toes. Feel into earth. Slow it down. And practice is all about relationship to yourself, to your body, to your breath, to the world around you, and connection, feeling the connection, intimate, loving connection with your heart, your wisdom. Sit back to your heels, sweep your legs around in front of you, and let's end with a little hip stretch. So come all the way to your back, hug your knees into your chest, give yourself a nice sweet little hug, rock side to side. And bring your feet down to the mat. Right foot comes down, right knee stays bent, and the left ankle on top of that right thigh just above the knee. Flex the left foot and draw the right knee in. You can interlace your hands behind the right hamstring or in front of the right shin. Close your eyes here, relax. And a couple little nuance things as you melt into this. So draw your shoulders down into the mat. Push your low back down into the mat. And imagine extending your tailbone forward toward the front of your mat. So your whole spine is grounded and long on your mat. And once you feel that, gently pull the right knee towards you as you push the left knee away from you. Feel all of those actions working together. breathe. Exhale, release your hands. Let's do the other side. Left foot comes down. Right ankle, left thigh. Flex that right foot and draw the left knee in. And again, give your body a few moments here just to acclimate and find its way into the shape. Relax. And same little things here, right? The little nuances are important. Shoulders and low back, drawing, pressing down into the earth. Extend your tailbone forward and relax. As you exhale, release your hands, extend your legs long on the mat, and let's melt into a few sweet moments of Shavasana together. And don't skip Shavasana on me. It's so important. Send breath and wiggles into your fingers and your toes, your wrists and ankles. Inhale, reach your hands overhead. Great big stretch with your breath. Exhale, draw knees into your chest. And roll to your right side. Push yourself up to a seat at the top of your mat and bring your palms together at your heart. Take your time getting to a seat. And let's bring our thumb knuckles to the point between our brow, and we bow to one another in light and love. Namaste. Thank you for sharing that practice with me. And if you like that class, I think you are going to love this free gift. It's a full 1-hour restorative yoga for deep relaxation and stress relief. So this is actually one of the members-only videos from the new David O Yoga membership and app, but I want to give it to you for free as a gift because we all need help managing stress and anxiety, right? And I think you're really going to love this practice. So just click the link in the video description below, enter your email address, and voila, your free gift will be immediately available. I love you lots, and I hope you thoroughly enjoy this free 1-hour class.